Not only can we diagram sentences by marking up each part, but we can also edit our sentences. Editing means to check your sentences. Check to make sure that you have all of the sentence parts, correct capitalization, punctuation, and that your subject and predicate words agree. This checklist helps us to remember to look for all of these important parts in our sentences. When we edit, we check for these things and then we make changes if we need to. The first thing on our checklist is making sure that our sentence is framed. Remember, a sentence is framed if the first word starts with an uppercase letter and you have a stop sign or punctuation at the end of it. This might be a period, an exclamation mark, or a question mark. If you don't have these things in your writing, make changes. The next thing that we edit for on our checklist is to make sure that we have a subject word and a predicate word. Remember, a subject is the main idea that your sentence is about. It's a person, place, thing, or idea. You can have more than one subject word. Check for these words in your writing and underline them. To check for predicate words, we draw this symbol of little mountains underneath the words. The predicate describes an action that the subject is doing. Remember, it can be a physical action like running or a mental action like thinking. The next thing that we edit for is to make sure that our subject words and our predicate words agree in number. Remember, if you have one subject, it's singular, which means one, and the predicate word has to have a suffix in it. So, for example, the sentence, the dog swims, dog is singular, there's only one dog, but the predicate word swims has an S at the end of it. This means that the subject and the predicate agree. You might have a plural subject, which means more than one. When this is the case, you need a suffix at the end of the subject word. For example, dogs swim. Now the S is after the subject word dog to show there's more than one. The next thing that we edit for is to make sure any proper names are capitalized. Remember, proper names are subject words that are specific to a certain place or person or thing. For example, Thompson Elementary School is a proper name of a school because it talks about one specific school. That means Thompson Elementary and school all need to start with capital letters. Check these things in your writing and make changes if you need to. The last thing we check for is to make sure that we have commas if they're needed. Remember, we put commas in our writing when we have a series subject or a series predicate. A series subject means 3 or more subjects in a sentence, and a series predicate is also 3 or more predicate words in our sentences. Make sure you have commas after each subject word. If you don't, make an edit to your work and add in the commas. So these are the things that we edit for when we're checking our writing. Now you can try when you're looking at your own writing. Use this checklist to help you.